GITEC is the Center for Technological Innovation within the Guriak Group. It was created in 2007 by financing from the European Social Fund in Gipuzkoa. It consists of 8 technical employees. They work in the technical area and also in the social area, and our objective is to improve training and the capacity of disabled people using new innovative activities. When we talk about innovation, we're talking about social and labor market innovation, the incorporation of new technologies, and the project that we are going to present today is an example of pedagogical innovation, technological innovation, because it incorporates virtual reality technologies. Well, I want to tell you that I want to talk about where this or why this arose. The people that work with us, most of them have mental disability, and whenever they begin a job, well, we welcome them, we receive them, we explain how things work and the safety measures, and we have to explain the way we work. For a long time, we have worked with a kind of compendium about how, what, where, when, covering all aspects, but we realized during these periods of adaptation that we were dealing with a certain problem related to the comprehension. You know, the instructions, when we give instructions to somebody with a mental disability, we might give them a manual with 25 pages divided into columns. It talks about safety, what to do, when to do it, how to do it, and we realized that language was a problem. We tried to modify these instructions into something easier to understand. We tried to use a different language. We tried using images, pictures, and we gave indications that required prior understanding. So we turned to GITEC to look for help in overcoming all of these problems, to make sure that people could get training and know how to do each task in a safe setting and without any problems. So we asked them to develop the tool, and now Olatz is going to present it. Yes. When they turned to us, we looked at the problem, and they already had an idea of what they wanted. The solution was really at the base of this pyramid that we can see on the screen. We needed to increase the efficiency of training. We needed a simulator which would allow us to live real experiences. So that was what we did to define the project. We had a simulator for gardening tasks, for training people with mental illnesses and mental disabilities. What we used was virtual reality. Here we are a small center. We don't have enough technological knowledge, so we looked for a partner in CEIT, the Technological Center of Navarra University. So we formed a multidisciplinary team involving many people in this project. We had pedagogical experts, psychologists, engineers, gardening technicians, and users. And we worked with people with disabilities, some of them with knowledge of gardening, and others who didn't know anything about gardening. So we obtained financing through the Plan Avanza. This covered the cost of hiring the technological assistants. We spent 2 years working on this project, and the 2 main objectives were to adapt training to the abilities of each person, to individualize, to personalize this training, and secondly, very important, to carry out training in a safe way with mentally disabled people. Here we have the phases for people who are more interested in that aspect over the last 2 years. I shan't go into details. I would like to explain what VIRCAP consists of. Well, We based it all on an educational plan as the underpinning element. We had a management tool which links through 3 applications. We've got the CBT, which is the virtual reality, and also we had the interaction teams. One thing, to just give further information about the tool, this tool covers 24 working tasks, gardening tasks, and it means that you can do or work in 240 activities. Yes, that's what the educational plan covered. In other words, well, right from the start, we were certain that we didn't want a set of activities or exercises in virtual reality. I mean, this would be very nice, but what we wanted was a whole system which would allow us to train people with mental disabilities and mental illnesses in all gardening activities. So what we developed, and what was developed in parallel with this simulator, was an educational program, including all of the processes, the training program. And as Carlos mentioned, through these blocks, we had basic gardening as one block, complementary activities, lawns, planting, pruning, etc. So there were 24 educational blocks, 121 contents, and then approximately 240 activities, which are done using different media. We didn't just want virtual reality. We wanted to cover all activities that are developed using virtual reality, but also using or carrying out exercises through tactile screens in 2 dimensions and real practices, practical exercises. So we've got training, initiation, consolidation, and at the end of each unit there is an evaluation, an overall evaluation of the unit. So here we have the theoretical part, for example, which was developed within the group itself with the knowledge of Gorolbi. We've got the block 3 for lawns, lawn cutting, and this is just an example. Then we have the management tool. The management tool, it's the central application, the core application, and it is related to all the other applications. It's got 3 blocks. One is the educational plan, the other is the registration of students, and thirdly, the planning of sessions. We can see the results of the activities that have been carried out, and there is a centralized database which gathers all of the information regarding the activities that have been done. This is a very powerful application. It has the database. It would have been impossible to bring it here because it's a very big file, but here we can see the educational part, the different blocks. We can see the unit, the content. We have activities, the breakdown. Here we have an activity carried out using CBT, a consolidation activity in this case, and also to teach the theoretical elements we use videos. This is a homemade video that we did ourselves for lawn cutting, lawn mowing. And here we have a module for students